Healthy Ears Limited Annoyance is a two-pronged initiative. Healthy Ears is based on sound exposure for those present at an event, making sure that within reason we're keeping them safe and not exposing them to significantly high risks of hearing damage, while the Limited Annoyance is looking at those who aren't attending the event but may be living nearby.
I see Black Sabbath and the PA started on the stage and hit the proscenium. It was so high, it was massive, and I remember the next day at school everyone just going, that was just wicked, that was just brilliant, what an experience. But being aware that it probably wasn't, now looking back, it probably wasn't the healthiest thing for my ears, especially young ears at that age.
The aims of HELA are quite straightforward. It is raising awareness and knowledge within the industry for all key stakeholders. So we're not just talking about audio engineers, we're talking about anyone involved in a live event. That could be anyone from the lighting designer, to the person controlling the video system, to the bar staff, to the security guards. Anyone who has a stake in live events, this raises their awareness and understanding of the critical aspects involved in hearing safety and noise pollution as it relates to live music.
We don't have a clear understanding of the terms, which means we don't have a common vocabulary. If we don't have a common vocabulary, then we can't understand what we're saying to each other. So understanding the importance of sound pressure level, understanding about the ways we describe sound pressure level is really important to me.
The impact that I believe and hope that this will have on the industry is that our working practices are based on evidence and solid fundamental research that underlies the whole thing. Without this, we're working on opinions and anecdotal evidence, which causes the varied practice we see nowadays, which in some cases can be unsafe to the audience and unuseful and annoying to the local community.
I learned so much from doing the HELA training about my colleagues' work, about audiology, about sound management. So I learned a lot from doing it, and even just the core version, which is just a simple, takes about 45 minutes, is going to give you lots of really valuable knowledge, and hopefully will sort of improve the quality of your work experience. I think if we can get enough people to do this, if we can get the knowledge, disseminating the knowledge well, then we can improve working conditions, I think, which is a really good goal.
Since the launch last year, and last March on World Hearing Day, it's been wonderful to see all these organizations and people come out, many of whom I've never met in my life, and just champion HELA without much convincing, saying, yes, this all makes sense, I'm all for it. I see the impact that this can have on the industry, and it's a positive impact. So from everywhere from Peru to Norway to France to Germany to the US, it's just been wonderful seeing all the people coming out supporting this, with essentially no people saying that this is a bad thing to do. I think everyone I've spoken to is broadly on board with this.
Originally we just started this with an audience that we just thought was our fellow sound engineers, but as soon as we started writing, we started thinking, actually this has got to be for everybody. This has got to be everyone who is in a venue, the bar staff, the security, anyone who's working in that environment, especially if you're working for a very long period of time. As a sound engineer, I come up to the desk, I maybe mix a show for an hour and a half. The DJ may be playing for 3 or 4 hours. The bar staff may be there for a 5 or 6 hour shift, and it's really important to understand the implications of that and to see everything in context. So taking this kind of holistic overview of our industry and having knowledge about many different aspects of it, I think is really important. From the more complex, complete side of it, you're going to get an understanding of so many different areas that you probably didn't know about.
I hope the future sees HELA as the standard for professional event sound management, where it's not the exception that a venue has become HELA certified, but it's the norm, where artists go into venues expecting to see the little HELA sticker on the door to just give indication that they're thinking about these things. They're thinking about taking care of the audience and taking care of the local community.
We're going to give you the knowledge so that you can make the decisions you want to make, but at least you can do it from a position of authority, where you understand the implications, you understand a lot more about how sound pressure affects people, what the different environments that we work in, how they can seriously change the way that we hear in a particular space. So looking, and I keep using this word holistic, looking at that everything, the 360 is really important, and that's one of the things we try to capture with the HELA training, which is why we've got experts from so many different fields. So hopefully by bringing that knowledge together and bringing those fields together, we can make a positive impact.